Welcome, welcome! It's a new day and a new live here today. Very excited to be here on the 8th of August and 2024. It's a very powerful day. Embrace it. If there's a lot of change happening in your life today, embrace it, welcome it. It's great. It might feel like the flow normally flowing normally might feel like a river stream, as it's been feeling over here. It's up and down, but in big power, and understand that this is your power. This is what you have the power to create. So understand it's so powerful that my battery is low, but let's hope it lasts for these 30 minutes. And so embrace the Lion's Portal, the 8-8 infinite possibilities. Today is one of the days where you must remind yourself that anything is possible. You can have it your way. You can be happy and have everyone around you happy. You can be aligned, and it will start feeling like everyone around you is becoming aligned with you. Only once you understand your alignment with yourself. This is essential. So remind yourself with this. And today is the day where you can step fully into your power, supported by the universal powers of every person's belief, because it's not only your belief, but it's the communal belief that makes things happen. So remember this today. I'm fully on that vibe, and I'm fully powering since the morning. It's been great. It's been hard, but it's been very powerful. But also be aware of the two polarities. Everything's neutral at its core. Nothing is really happening when things are happening. So you always have a chance to step back away from it and realize that you can handle it. You can handle everything. Your peace is inside you. You create your inner peace. You create how confident and how able you are about your life, and how you're gonna be able to face situations in front of you. And here I come to today's topic, which is really you have to stop terrorizing yourself in order for the good life to enter, the good things to start happening. It is a barrier that we create. Today we're going to speak about it and the certain points of especially pain, because here we talk about chronic pain and migraines. So we're going to take a moment to really go deep into, I divided it into 5 steps, and it's going to be the shortest way from pain, the simplified steps, so how to work with the pain, and this can be applied to any hard situation in your life, anything triggering you, anything that seems overwhelming, anything that just is there and keeps coming back, comes in cycles, comes again to teach you something. So how to approach this, we're going to talk about this. And in the beginning of first some introduction, I'm going to check with my notes. The importance, what we want to achieve on the self-healing journey is the awareness that you can have a fully great life. You can have all the great things happen for you, not seeing it as things happening to you anymore, but happening for you every single day. You can really adopt the approach of understanding that how things are happening for you. With this knowing, with this wisdom, whenever the roller coaster in your life starts, this is where you can come back to. This is what is the grounding. Grounding actually means coming back to yourself, being aware that you have a body, you have a mind, you are here, you're present in your life. And this is the moment where we realize and where we strengthen, because in ourselves we strengthen the knowing that just us being here is enough. Just us being here matters, and we create the life through us. We create what is happening outside of us, and whatever is affecting us in some way, triggering us, causing us pain, causing us emotional roller coasters, it's happening for us. And we can slowly adopt this approach and understand how to see what we want to see in things, but not in a denial sort of way, in a denial and suppression of what's actually going on, but through becoming strong in your power, becoming confident about yourself, learning how to work with your energy, how to work with your pain, how to work with your power, and how to use it efficiently, meaning finding a balance between the giving and receiving, finding a balance of satisfaction, becoming satisfied with yourself no matter the circumstances, because only from this satisfaction comes the manifestation. From the satisfaction with how your situation is now, how you are now, from this comes the manifestation of the good things multiplying in your life, because you're the only judge of your life. You're the only one who can change the perspective on things and see the goodness in your life, how amazing you are, how far you have come, what all you have achieved. No one else is coming to give you that medal for how much you've suffered, so for how much pain you have gone through, but you are here, and you must embrace it. You must be the one to stand up for yourself, stand up into your power, and we must allow it. This is the most important. As we allow terrorizing, as we allow self-punishment, as we allow these coping mechanisms of pain, we allow them because on a certain level we need them. The same way we must allow the goodness to start flooding in our lives. We must give the permission for receiving, for the good things to enter, because we are the only ones protected by our ego often, that don't allow ourselves to have what we think we want, what we think we desire. We're the only ones standing in the way. So we must give the permission. We must become aware of the power of that permission, that we are the ones allowing it. Because often we feel like others aren't allowing us, that others or the circumstances don't allow us to have what we want. And this is the mode of the victim. This is how it is. But we must remember, we are here to allow it. So we must be aware of the fact that we allow it, that we step into the power, that we change our everyday reality. And remember also the changes. Realize them, see them. With this helps surrounding yourself with the amazing people that support you and are maybe on a similar journey. Earlier today I had a very powerful call with one of my collaborators. She's a doula of Hypnobirth. Hello, saying hi to you. And we were talking about Hypnobirth, where I use hypnobirthing techniques. I apply them to migraines. I apply them to chronic pain. And I teach these techniques, how to apply breathing, because hypnobirthing, it seems like something with hypnosis, but it's not. It's all about breathing. It's all about your power. It's all about awareness and being present. It's all about actually being present, not being hypnotized, but being present and learning correct breathing, because I see this every day, and every time we tense up, because that's what we have learned from fear, how to tense up. I would say I'm coming in to teach you how to release, how to relieve pain, and how to not tense up anymore, and how to do the opposite in situations. So this was a very powerful thing, and whenever we share the perspective we have with someone that has a similar approach or similar perspective, this is what boosts us up and keeps us going in that direction. So it is a big responsibility of who you allow to influence you on the daily basis. You choose the people that form your circles, your bubbles around you. So just wanted to mention that, how important this is on also the terrorizing journey, because if you're surrounded with people who also terrorize themselves, probably you won't step out of it anytime soon, because you're collectively keeping yourself in that mindset. Life is hard, life has to be painful, and I'm here to tell you it doesn't, and it doesn't have to be painful. Anyway, understanding, taking over responsibility over every part of yourself, your life situation, and becoming the leader of your life. So this is consisted in stopping the terrorizing yourself. It does consist taking back the responsibility over your life, over every aspect of it, and looking at it honestly. Where am I punishing myself? Where do I tense up? This is a good significance, how to look at it, in terms of your body, in terms of your feeling, because I know many of you here are more in the feeling way, feeling into it, which I am also very much. So the sensitivity is a great approach, because yes, becoming responsible, it might seem, okay, I already feel like I'm very responsible, I do the right things, I follow, let's say, the rules, but this is a bit different, because this is a lot about feeling into, okay, what is it that is the truth in here? What's the truth? And where's the fear? Okay, where's the intuition that's guiding me towards what I want? And where's the fear tensing me up and keeping me in place? And where's the relief? With what do I feel safer? And we want to invite more of this safety, more of this relief into our lives. And becoming the leader of your life and becoming responsible for your life situation. Life situation, as I think Eckhart Tolle explains it, that your life situation is what is going on. You are not your life situation. Your life situation consists of the events, of the everyday things that occur. But you must understand that you form this reality. You create it through what you believe, and whatever keeps manifesting, which means keeps occurring in your life, is what you create through your belief, through an inner subconscious belief. And becoming responsible for all of it, whatever's happening, okay, I have created it. Can be triggering, can be hard in the beginning, because it's sometimes easier to feel as the victim and saying, well, this is what's happening and I have no control over it. I can't change it. That's the person's opinion. That's how they are. But you can, through your energy, through your approach, through understanding what is it you want in your life, through realizing and stepping into, okay, I'm leader of my life. I no longer have to be responsible for other people's feelings and emotions and their decisions. That's not my part. I allow them to be, but I am aware of what I want. I am aware of how I feel in different situations, and this comes together with the pain, where I tense up, where I can release instead. And otherwise allow life to drag you with. Otherwise you allow life to drag you with if you're not becoming the leader, if you're not becoming aware of things are happening for me. You usually tend to be the one who's dragged along. Life is dragging me and I'm never able to grasp it. I'm having things happening to me and I keep on believing, why is this happening to me? Why this? Another thing, and it keeps layering. The same way the pain keeps layering. I talk about this a lot. Closing the pain into one place in your body, and layering it and strengthening it. Another thing. I'm like this. One day, it unfortunately results in a disease. But we're here to notice the step-by-steps and learn about when we're doing it so that we can release it. And a last step of this introduction, especially if you're experiencing pain, physical or emotional, you have got to stop identifying with it and allow it to flow through you and disappear into nothingness. So this is allowing pain is like allowing life to provide for you, allowing life to be here for you no matter what. Becoming strong in yourself and trusting life is similar with understanding that you are not your pain. It doesn't define you, and you can allow it to flow through you, and you can allow it to disappear. It no longer needs to be here. Even though you have maybe learned and you have programmed yourself to it, it's a part of your life. It's nothing you can change. It can be different. I'm here to remind you of this. And now we're gonna go into the shortest way from pain. I divided it into 5 steps, and let's get right into it. How to get through the pain, okay? I wanna try to explain it in different ways. I think there's gonna be a series of pain topics, which I absolutely love. I love talking about pain. I used to be very resistant about mentioning even the word pain or chronic pain or migraines. After I realized this is my topic, this is what I'm supposed to be talking about, this is what I know very well, and I have learned how to work with it for myself, and I'm here to guide you to also have that hope that if you're experiencing chronic pain and migraines, there is a way out, and it's through you, and you can learn it, and I'm here to teach you. So step number 1, most importantly, acknowledging that pain is here. Acknowledging. But acknowledging is neutral. It doesn't mean grasping onto it negatively. Oh my God, again. The migraine is here again, please. And you even look like this, like, I can't. But acknowledging pain is here means not ignoring it. It means, okay, you're here. Let's practice it. I'll practice it as we go along. There's always maybe some tension, some little tension in our bodies. So acknowledging it, if you're a pain person, if you experience through pain, acknowledging that it's there is step number 1. And step number 2, very importantly, is understanding that you are not your pain. These steps are kind of interconnected because number 1, acknowledging your pain. Number 2, understanding you are not your pain, which means you don't define yourself with the pain. You are not that pain. But at the same time, you must be aware that it's here. Because neglecting it and acting as if it's not here, suppressing it, won't allow the flow, won't heal the long term, won't invite the correct functioning of your body, connected with your breath, connected with the giving and receiving. This is why pain, giving and receiving and breathing, it's all connected, and it's connected to every aspect of your life. So this is the self-healing journey, is healing of all the aspects of your life. You can't separate, if you're feeling any pain, you can't separate this from your life situation. You can't separate it from what you've been through, what you predict in the future, where you're heading, what you're experiencing, from the people in your life. You can't, because it's all connected and it all acts together, and all of it that happened basically is also some form of a key in order to understand your pain. So acknowledging that it's here, acknowledging it, okay, it's here, but step number 2, it doesn't define me. I'm not it, I'm not the pain, but also it's my energy. So understand the nuances between how close these things are, but how we need to learn how to grasp them again and again, learn how to allow them through our mind differently, etc. And step number three, decision. I'm ready to let go of this sensation in my life, which is not a one-time decision. Don't be fooled, because if you're experiencing pain right now, there's a certain need of you for it. You need it in a certain way in your life if you're experiencing it. And it's not as simple as, okay, today I decide it's gone and it's gone, especially if it has layers. It's not just going to disappear because you need it. Until you need it, it's going to be present in your life. It's about, the self-healing journey is about learning how to replace it with trust, the need. Replace the need with relief, with trust, and building that trust so that you no longer need that pain. But it doesn't just change overnight saying, I decide I don't want the pain, and if it doesn't leave, I'm mad, angry, and I have some emotions about it. It's not like that. Pain was created through love, through self-protection. This is very important. So energy is all the same. If we say energy is love, then all of it is love, even if it created pain. It has created pain for some reason, and that reason is love, protection. Love and fear go interlined. Also, fear is just the polarity of love, of the neutral energy. And you have to go along layers. Okay, so, layers, because if you've been identifying yourself with your pain your whole life, you probably will need to go layer by layer, letting go by letting go, because this is also learning how to let go a part of the pain. This is what then reduces the frequency. This is what reduces the frequency of the pain and the intensity, is that repetitive decision. Yes, I allow it to leave my life. I am ready to let go of the sensation. I am ready to let go. I let go, I let go, I let go. And I replace it, because that place can't be empty. Always there's something else instead of that tension, instead of that pain. It can't stay empty. You can't just disappear, erase a part of yourself. You can't erase your energy. It will never disappear. It can only change form. So from that tense form, you have to learn how to slowly replace it by relief, trust, and openness, freedom to flow. That's when it stops clustering, maybe, and saving into your body and concentrating in some places. And step number 4, 6 minutes. You follow the lead of after these 3 steps, you follow the lead of your intuition and your body, because they know best. The voice of your intuition is calm, and it's under the stressful voice of your fear. It's always present. The intuition is actually, I love to remind people of this, because we always know, but we have no idea. We always know. We always know what's best for us. We always know what we need. We always know what to do. It's scary, I know, but you always know. You know what's right for you. But what you are is scared to look at the knowing. You're scared to follow the intuition. You're scared to satisfy that need that you need because of expectations, pressure, etc., that you have created for yourself, beliefs, of others, of what others will think and do, etc., etc. But you always know. So that intuition is always there, and this reflects to your mind. Your mind knows what it's doing. Even though when it feels overwhelmed, it needs to be overwhelmed because it's telling you all of this stuff is there right now. It needs to be sorted out. It needs to be decided. It needs to be gone through. Your body always knows what it wants, what it needs. Always. It knows if it needs caffeine or not, if it needs sugar or not, if it needs what nutrition it needs, what food. But we need to remember that we know. We need to come back and start trusting that intuition and building up that trust with our mind and with our body to come back to ourselves. To be, okay, I actually know. And if for a second I don't, if that is the current knowing, because that's the tricky part. The knowing can be not knowing. The knowing is, I don't know right now. I don't know what's right for me, but I will get there. This is also a knowing. This is a tricky part, but the not knowing is knowing. I'm not gonna get too deep, too carried away from this, but I just want you to remind you, with these steps, the next step is knowing, intuition, listening to your body. With pain, listening to your mind. With pain, we always know. But we must become grounded, because in the confusion, the fear gives the confusion, the fear gives the overwhelming. We have lost it. We have lost the knowing, because it's just the one thing. So we must ground ourselves, come back to ourselves. This is where it helps not to identify with the pain, not to connect ourselves, identify to it, believe we are the pain. Because we need to look at it from some kind of distance, and we need to grasp it in the form of intuition. What's right for me right now? What do I do? What's the first step? And taking the steps forward. And last step is step number 5, maintaining this. Oh, this is a great step. Important last step is to fill this void with what you want to have in your life, because otherwise it will be left empty, and all it knows is to fill itself back with tension and pain. This is great. So you need to adjust your life situation and your mind to this change, because who are you without pain? Who are you? If you have been identifying yourself with pain, with your pain, who are you without your pain? It's a scary new world. You don't know yourself without pain. You don't know yourself without that tension. This is how you are coping. This was you for so many years. And relearning this takes an adjustment, takes learning. Takes learning of the abilities of your body, of what you're capable of your mind. It's so fascinating and so great. And the body, it's so great, because there's so much that you can do that you haven't known you can do. That there's so much you're capable of. But with pain, I suggest taking it easy, step by step, and listening to it at first. Understanding you're not the pain. It doesn't define you. It doesn't label you as someone might have with it. You're not on the list of migraine people. Not anymore. You're creating your own list. You're creating your new scenario of how you can work with your own pain and understand it. And so you need to adjust your life situation and your mind to this change, because who are you without pain? When pain becomes a part of your identity, you don't want to lose it, because you are afraid you will lose a part of yourself. And that is only half true, because yes, you will lose the hours of despair, the pain and suffering. So the fear is also relevant and wants to protect you. So you need to choose, what will you do with this extra time you got in your life? It's true, because we migraine people have spent hours and hours and hours in agony and pain, unsupportable pain. What are you gonna do with that? Are you just gonna sit there and meditate? A good option, but we need to learn how to do this. And yeah, so you need to choose what you want to do with all of this extra time and how you replace it with peace. If you want to replace it with peace, you need to start learning how to be at peace. For example, how to do nothing, how to just be, how to meditate, etc., etc. So this is step number 5. These are the 5 steps on how to go the shortest way through your pain. Step number 1, acknowledging the pain is here. Step number 2, understanding you're not the pain. Step number 3, deciding I'm ready to let go of this sensation in my life. I don't need to learn through it anymore. I can learn a different way. Step number 4, following the lead of your intuition, body, mind. And step number 5, maintaining this and consistently learning day by day, believing in yourself, building that trust, building that new habit of not experiencing pain in your life. It's gonna be a process. And yeah, anything you now believe you can't have is hidden behind its opposite. This is the life of polarity. This is the life we came to experience here. In the core, everything is neutral. I love it so much. And if you let go of sadness, you have to be in happiness. And this can be scary. If you let go of pain, you have to be pain-free, which is so scary for a person that has been experiencing so much pain in their lives. And if you let go of being busy all the time, you will have time for whatever you want. And this can be scary because without being busy, we feel like we're not even important because we have defined ourselves with that busyness, with that constant going. So until we have defined ourselves with it, it will be a strong adjustment, not being connected to that, oh, I'm busy, so I'm important. So I need myself, or people need me. Okay, we're filling up some voids always. And if you let go, and if you let go of lack of something, you become in abundance of something, which is also scary. We often want abundance, we want more, but we don't really understand that without that lack, we don't no longer have that lack, because we've been used to that lack of not having pain. You know what I mean? So always there's the opposite polarity comes within. But what helps us to stay grounded is all is well, all is good. Whatever you're experiencing right now is good. It's the right way if you decide so. And the journey, or your vision of where you want to be, your pain-free life, obviously, we hope, is step-by-step journey, is something you can achieve, but you must learn how to do this. And some last steps. That is why it all comes back to the mindset. It's not reality itself, it's what you believe about yourself that becomes the reality. This is very important. You can change that, but remember, you can change it for the opposite. And because it's always, everything has 2 polarities. And if you learn to believe you're rich, then you are not poor. And it doesn't depend on how much money you have. For example, this is a great example. It is basically with pain. It's pain related a lot, being rich or poor. Because we tend to go down in the cycle of whatever is available, and we drown ourselves and we go into that low point. And it was never about what you have, but what you believe you have. You can have a lot, you can have a pain-free life, but still believe like it's the worst life, and you won't even be aware of the life you've been given. Or you have a painful life, but you're aware of the riches and of how abundant your life is and how amazing your life is. So this was today's live. I'm very happy that we got through this big topic of how to stop terrorizing yourself in order for the good life to enter. Trust me, it's possible. Trust me, I've been there. I've created this amazing life for myself, and you can do it. And I thought I wasn't understood. I was the only one experiencing pain. The more I talk about it, the more I'm connected to people that understand or work with their pain, and I love it. The less taboo this topic becomes, because it's so taboo, and so even denying that anyone experiences pain, which made me feel like I'm the only one experiencing pain. More and more I know it's not like this. I know there will be more and more of you coming in, and I'm very grateful for that. I am grateful for the space that I can share this with you, because it makes a lot of sense to me to just share it. It doesn't make sense for me to learn, like just learning it and keeping it to myself, because it's a big topic. I think everyone has experienced some form of chronic pain in their life, and it's so important that we start talking about it, and then we start learning from each other, because I'm also looking forward to learning more from you, as I'm learning, for example, from the hypnobirthing techniques, from the breathing, from the being. I'm learning so much, and it's been great. It's brought only good things to my life, but you have to be the one to see it, that it's the good thing. You have to be the one aware of your choice, of your decision. Is this what I want? A pain-free life? Is it really? Am I gonna go that journey? So thank you for being here. I'll see you on the next live, which I don't know what's gonna be about. I have my notes somewhere. And yeah, have a lovely, lovely day. Enjoy this day to the fullest. And basically, you don't have to do much for the portal 888, but 888 if you want. But you have to be there. You have to. The more you're gonna be there, be present in this day, in this very powerful portal, the more you might see, the more surprised you might be of what's going on around you, the more you're gonna be there. So I wish you to be there, and I wish you to go through it with ease and with ending up and stepping and standing strongly in your power and in the awareness of how powerful you are and how much you can do. So have a nice day.